All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today, we're going to take some notes on adding and subtracting fractions with like denominators. It is our goal that by the end of this session, you will understand how to solve this problem right over here. So let's take a look at it. On Tuesday morning, we got 5/8 inches of snow, and later that evening, it snowed an additional 7/8 of an inch. If there is over 1.5 inches of snow, school will be canceled on Wednesday. Will we be in school on Wednesday? Explain your answer. We'll be able to solve that by the end of this lesson. First off, let's take a look at step number 1. Okay? When you're adding or subtracting fractions, you need to add or subtract the numerators, and the denominator will stay the same. So if we look at 5/10 plus 7/10, we would simply add the numerators, and the denominator remains 10 because the pieces will be still cut into the same size. And we end up with 12/10. So we get something like this. That's step 1. All right? For step 2, now what we want to do is to simplify and convert the improper fraction into a mixed number. So we have 12/10, which is improper. Okay? We're going to think of this as either, there are a couple different ways actually to convert this, but first we're going to think of it as 10 plus 2 over 10, which would be the same as 10/10 plus 2/10. 10/10, as you can see in this illustration here, is actually equal to a whole. So we would have 1 and 2/10, as you can see in our illustration right here. Moving on, step number 3, we always have to double check that all of the parts are simplified. Simplify, simplify, simplify. All right? We thought that we had simplified when we converted it to a mixed number, but really, we still have to simplify the fraction portion. When we divide by the greatest common factor between 2 and 10, we divide both numbers by 2 and we get 1 and 1/5. If you look in the visual model, you can see we have one whole right here, and this piece was divided into fifths, so 2/10 is actually equal to 1/5, and that fits just perfectly over the top of that. So we have 1 and 1/5. Now we're back to that question on Tuesday morning when we got 5/8 inches of snow, and later that evening it snowed an additional 7/8 of an inch. Is there over 1 and 5/10 inches of snow? Or if there is, school will be canceled. So are we going to be in school on Wednesday? Well, let's check it out. 5/8 plus 7/8, when we add the numerators and the denominator stays the same, we get 12/8. Now we need to convert into an improper fraction and simplify. When we convert to the improper fraction, we get 1 and 4/8. When we simplify, we get 1 and 1/2. So, is this more than or greater than 1.5 inches? No, it's actually equal to 1.5. And since it says school will be canceled if there is over 1 and 5/10 inches, then we have to understand that we will be in school on Wednesday, but maybe we can build a snowman afterwards. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this helped you with adding and subtracting fractions with like denominators. See ya!